Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Six on the shot clock. There's the triple. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Here's Calathes. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Papagiannis. On the wing, James. Lets the three fly. No good that time. Here's Cannon. To the paint. He's covered by Brown. Cannon looking over the floor. From past the arc. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first two shots tonight. Korkmaz kicks to James. From deep three-point territory. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Korkmaz. Inside, Papagiannis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
There's the drive. James defending. Out to the wing. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Calathes passes to Korkmaz. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the layup is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's James. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he recovers it. Brown deciding where to go with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Cannon. James covered. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
5 points in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Driving inside. The screen from Brown. Here's Papagiannis. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Cannon. Three-pointer. Calathes grabs the board. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Calathes. Back to Brown. To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's how you set a screen. You got to be quick to the spot, separate from your defender, set your feet, and then hold your position. He nails all three aspects there.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Cannon. James covering from the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Korkmaz has got his second bucket tonight. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by just... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Diallo out there with Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the 5 spot. Moniunas sends a screen for Diallo. Beyond the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Bollenboy. And that one is good. Bollenboy's got his first basket of the night.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
You've got Diallo, and it's Moniunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. Down low, here's Mitrovic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's a Kobo in at the 2 spot. Driving to the basket. Kalinic. He's guarded by Diallo. Moniunas grabs the miss. Here's a Kobo. Still yet to score. Tries again. He lays it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Dos Santos. Moniunas grabs the miss. It's blocked, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Okobo. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Here's Moniunas. Walked again. Here's Mitrovic. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
First team foul.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Inside, here's Moniunas. Oh, that's blocked. Dos Santos. No good on the 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the paint. Kalinic. Off target from three-point range.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
It's 2-on-1. Launches the three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's a Kobo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he banks in the layup.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Foul boy. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Diallo. Odeunis, that's a screen for Diallo. To the inside.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And stolen by Diallo. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. A Kobo. That's good.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dos Santos, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance in the line tonight. First one falls for him.
Dos Santos taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they're on the break. Here's Nedovic. And the first half is now in the books. They're up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
Now it's time to check in. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Here's Kalathis. That's tipped. Inside. And the layup falls.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
They swipe it. And Cannon gets it to go.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Stripped it away. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cannon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
James looking it over. And James throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Cannon. James covering. And there's the drive. Basket counts. Cannon's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Korkmaz. The screen from Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Two shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The official will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And here is James. Brown sets a screen for James. Misses the chippy right there.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Second shot opportunity. Count that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and the layup's good off the glass. James has got 4 this quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Cannon. James covering. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's James. To the middle. Here's Brown. Pass to Calathis. Back to Brown. Shoots it up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your home team, Brown. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Down low. Here's Papagiannis. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
Into the lane. Pass to Cannon. The tray. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The play will be
personal
reviewed.
fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
The screen from Brown. James has a 2-pointer, and the jumper is on the mark. James has got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the shooting guard position. To the paint, tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Cannon. From 15 feet away, and good that time.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the basket by Corniche.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Dos Santos. Not going to go that time. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Corniche. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. The rebound by Akobo.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Odiunas finds Diallo. Here's the three. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Okobo looking over the floor. Launches a three. Headshot off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Kalinic. He's guarded by Diallo. Kalinic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Akobo, the pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Dos Santos banked in off the glass. Here's Akobo. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. It's blocked. Kalinic. Offensive rebound. Dos Santos missed inside. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Corniche. Ball stolen. Here's Mitrovic. Bowling Boy kicks to Nedovic. To the right side. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for the away team. Boy.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the screen. Akobo, the pass to Corniche. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Here's Nedovic. Driving the lane. Pass to Boy. Shoots. The rebound by Akobo. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Diallo has the open look. Good on the triple. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us.
Powerful.
Yes! That'll be a move to remember. Wow. Yeah, great creativity in the air. Hernan Gomez on the wing, defended by Brown. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Kalathis. Nunn defends. James outside. Lets it go from the wing. The shot no good. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. James with the rebound. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's good. Off the back rim and in.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Defended by Brown. And a missed layup.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Hernan Gomez with a rebound. The three ball. No good that time. Korkmaz on the wing. Over none. Korkmaz, no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And another miss by Athens.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Out to James. Here's the three. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Outside none. From deep. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Kostas Sloukas. First person.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Osman. There's the triple. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Here's Kalathis. Nunn defends. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your home team.
And he makes a first.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Athens with it. 4-point game. Check by James. To the wing, right side. The kick out to Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. Hernan Gomez, no good. Right side Brown. For 3. It's hauled in by Athens. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And another miss by Athens.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Can't cash it in from close range. Athens trails by 4. Here's Osman. Hits the trifecta.
Cedi Osman.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Hey, who's watching though?
And there's the screen. Here's Kalathis.
Hit me, I'm open.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So on the floor for Athens.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
They set the screen. Here's Matajunas. He's covered by Yurtseven. Good on the shot.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens, trailing by 4. On the wing, Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's Cornely missing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Grant. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Diallo outside. Over to the left wing. Akobo, no good. On the wing, Grant. Grant can't get that one to fall. Grant's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Diallo right side. Out to the right wing. He's covered by Grant. Clock at 6 with the drive. Here's Cornely. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Cornely's got his first points of the night.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Grant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he drops it first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Akobo. He buries it from 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Covered by Diallo. Pass to Yurtseven. And he buries his first look.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Matajunas. Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Akobo. 5 to shoot. Diallo outside. Pulls it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Brown passes to Yurtseven. Snatched away. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. Akobo, no good. Athens trails by 5. Oh, deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Grant outside. 3-pointer.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Here's Cornely. They set the pick. Defended by Brown. Pass to Cornely. The three, Diallo. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's Matajunas. He's covered by Yurtseven. Pass to Corneli. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one falls for Grant.
Grant, 2 shots.
And so Grant nails them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
For 3, Diallo. Unable to get that one. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break.
We're back again. Welcome.
If you take a look at the home team, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the...
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for Athens. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Athens trails by 5. Check by James. Nunn with a screen on James. Pass to Nunn. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
So on the floor for Athens. Here's Korkmaz. Six on the shot clock. And he throws it down with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Check by James. Hauled in by Brown. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Poke loose. Nunn, the pass to Osman. Let's go with a 3. That shot off. Osman's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Korkmaz. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hernan Gomez inside. Brown's there. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Korkmaz, good. Korkmaz has got 10.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Athens trails by 9. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Check by James. Shoots. And another miss by Athens.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
To the inside. Brown passes to Korkmaz. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Korkmaz has got 9 points in the quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. On defense, the visiting team. It's a 10-point game. Brown with a screen. James passes to Brown. Knocked loose. And here's Hernan Gomez. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Buries it down low. Here's Kalathis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kick out to Brown. Pass to James. They set a pick. He takes it in. And it's in there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
From deep three-point land. None, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the middle. Hernan Gomez with it. Picked up by James. Outside Nunn. Knocks down the long J. Nunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Kalathis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Osman. Off target from three-point range.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Just 5 to shoot. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 7. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here's the fast break. And for Athens, he gets it in there.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And when they desperately needed it, too.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Nunn, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Osman on the wing. Shoots. The rebound by Diallo.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And some changes here for Athens. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. They set the pick. Soft touch off the glass.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Athens trails by 7. a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And here's Brown for three. He drops it from range. Brown's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Defended by Brown. Here's Matajunas. Pass to Corneli. To the middle. Here's Diallo. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
First personal foul, second team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside, Brown. Here he goes. And the layup falls.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Pass to Corneli. Offline with a three.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Here's your 7. Uses the glass on the layup.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Diallo outside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Matajunas. He's covered by your 7.
2 minutes remaining.
Releases.
2 minutes.
Yes! He nails it! Diallo's got 7 points here in the quarter. And so Grant will bring it up for Athens, trailing by 5. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Pass to Brown. Back to Grant from the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Defended by Brown. Here's Akobo. Shot clock at 6. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
At the line for 2, Matajunas.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And Athens making a change here. That's off as well, so he misses both. On offense, here is Athens. 2-point game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First team foul. Shooting for Athens.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
He's covered by your 7. Here's Matajunas. Pass to Akobo. With the drive. And it's in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Grant to take the lead. And another miss by Athens. Diallo outside. Here's Corneli. Back to Diallo. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They turn it over.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
Defended by Brown. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Akobo. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Your home team, Akobo. Shooting 1.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
And here's Brown for three. That shot is off. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You go.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. And it's Osman in at the small forward position. They get it back, pass to Nunn. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Osman's got the first bucket of the game with the three for Athens. There's a screen. Launches it. Knocks down the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Osman. Shoots the three. Another three for Athens.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Cannon. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. He's got 6. Yep, it counts.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And it's off from three-point range. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Here's Cannon, defended by Nunn. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Hernan Gomez. No good with the layup. To the wing on the left. Cannon from long range. And it's Osman with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Cannon. Athens getting their last shot to go. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Here's Osman. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Cannon. It's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Count it.
Yeah, well done to finish that one.
Athens leading by 5. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Out to the right wing. Nunn wide open. Misses the 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And they don't want to
get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brennan Gomez a screen. Drives to the hoop. There's the triple. The shot. No good.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter. From deep, 4 on the clock, hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Here's Osman, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
What a play! Simply brings it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scramble.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And for Athens, Boy kicks to Nedovic. It's good from long range. Nedovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Athens. It's a 5-point game. Yurtsevin passes to Brown. And they double up Brown. Here's Grant. Rebounded by Boy. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Brown. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Grant outside. Over in the corner. Yurtsevin. Back to Grant. Misses off the right eye.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
There's a good screen. Puts up a deep three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Inside. Boy gets the bucket. Boy's got his first points of the night.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Athens decides to take their first time out here. And here is Athens now. They trail by 7. Grant with the ball. He has yet to score. Stolen away. Kalinic. He's covered by Brown. Stolen by Grant. And now Athens on the break. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown. Here's Mitrovic. Dos Santos. And they come right back with their own three-pointers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pass to Bone Boy. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Nedovic has got 6.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Grant for 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 for the floor so far. Here's Mitrovic. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying. Trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. I think fans like that.
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Brown. He takes it in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. 1:24 left in the first half of the game. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown. And taken away by Brown. Grant outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Dos Santos. The shot from the low post is good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Brown drives in. From 15 feet away, Yurtsevin, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Ballin' Boy gets the bucket.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now. Actually, cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half.
Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Grant surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. Here we go, 1-on-1. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know.
And moving on, let's take a... And that is a wrap.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Athens trails by 12. It's stolen. And for Athens, it's Lucas in at the 2 spot. Over to the wing. Here's Cannon. Lays it up off the glass. Cannon's got 6 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Nunn. And that one's good. Osman, 10 points for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
It's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Cannon. Releases, and it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. And so here's the home team. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Off with the layup. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Cannon. 8 points for him. Off target at the rim. Athens trails by 11. Here's Osman. Off target from outside. For 3. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nunn off target with his 3. Nunn's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
0. 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Athens, they've shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
They set the pick. And he drives in. He scores a 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
9 passes to Slukas. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Athens moving the ball around. Here's Osman. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And he gets it to go. Cannon's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Osman kicks to Hernan Gomez. There's Slukas. And the 3 off target. There's Ken with the 3. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 14. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
First personal foul.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Nedovic.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Athens trails by 14. And for Athens, that shot misses.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Boy. Pass to Nedovic. And he makes good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
They set the pick. Launches from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Mitrovic. Pass to Boy. Into the lane. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown, and the layup's good off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. Now, here's Grant. Defense is right there.
Old team foul. Nedovic. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. A 3 ball.
yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Dos Santos at 3 off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
The second chance effort. Grant outside. Again, the miss by Grant.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brown outside. No good on the triple. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Pass to Bone Boy. Here's Nedovic. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. Brown outside. And no good. Brown's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Taken away. It's picked off. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
Athens ball.
And so Grant will bring it up for Athens. It's an 18-point game. Sinks the triple.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
They set the screen to the left wing. Here's Mitrovic. Nails the wide open jump shot.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Grant finds Brown. Back to Grant from outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
3.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Dos Santos makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. To the wing right side. Going inside, and the shot is good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a support.
into the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. There's a screen. Takes it inside. Up and in on the layup. Check by James. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Kalathis. Kick out to Brown. To the inside, Korkmaz. Here's Kalathis. James outside. Brown with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James can't get it to go. Check by James. To the left side wing. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 5. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And the layup is good off the glass.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brown with a screen. Here's Kalathis. Back to James. Top of the key. There's the block. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Who's watching it?
Check by James. Here's the pick. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Kalathis.
2 minutes remaining plus 2 minutes.
It's James on the wing. Fires the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. James with a steal. And they're running. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That one's off.
James, 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Brown with the steal. And they're on the run. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's the break. Finished off the break.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Brown with a screen. 6 to shoot. Korkmaz passes to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, James hits a three-pointer. James has got his second basket of the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Driving in. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Banked it in off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Matajunas. Pass to Corneli. Diallo with the ball. And that one comes up a bit short.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Akobo. Diallo outside. Pass to Corneli. The jump hook. And no good, trying to use the glass. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the paint. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession.
Line for the away team, number 32.
It's both from the stripe. The visitors with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Akobo. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now Diallo. No made baskets yet. The 3. No good on the shot. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
They set a pick. Launches it. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half of basketball. Lets it go. And he misses his first shot of the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Motiejunas. From outside, off the mark. .133 left to play in the first half. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. On Friday, then on Sunday. There's a minute 17 left in the second quarter. Here's Akobo, yet to see a basket. Diallo outside. This one for 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Diallo's gone 1 of 3 from distance. Going inside. Three-pointer. Clock at 6. The rebound by Corneli. 29 seconds left in the second period. Here's Motiejunas. Here's Diallo. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. No good with a layup. Here's Akobo. Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
You take a look at the visitors. I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans...
If they just hit a couple more threes, it's a different score. I think in this case, you just keep shooting them. I can see them getting hot in the second half.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Check by James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Here's James. Here's Calathis. Brown with a screen. Off the left rim and out. Brown's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Korkmaz. No points so far. To the right side. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Home team foul. Number 31. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's James. He's got 5. Here's Kalathis. Back to Brown. Pass to Korkmaz. James outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Korkmaz. Here's Kalathis.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Good.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
It's a close game here in LA. Check by James. And the bucket is good.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Brown with a screen. James deciding where to go with it. To the middle. And there's the screen. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
The home team calls timeout. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
First personal foul. First team foul. Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's the 3. No good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Kalathis. Comes up empty down low.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And he drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Korkmaz. From deep three-point land. The shot won't fall. 51 seconds left to play in the third. James with a steal. Here's Korkmaz. Got a piece of it. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Here's Kalathis. James, right side. Puts it up. And no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking.
Timeout.
He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And the visitors call time here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. To the left wing. Here's Nedovic. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Now here's Diallo. Lets the three fly. He can't get it to go.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And he banks in the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And that one's long. Diallo's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Drills it from deep.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Diallo. Here's Mata-Yunus. Back to Diallo. There's a screen. Shot to stop the run. And he gets the jumper to drop. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
The rebound by Diallo.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And the shot goes down.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Here's Nedovic. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Out to the wing. From deep. The rebound by Diallo.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Misses in close.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Corley. Here's Akobo. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Here's Nedovic. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Diallo for 3. It doesn't go for him. Fires for 3. That one no good. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Akobo. Diallo left side. And he drops it in from the low post.
Assist goes to Okobo.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Sinks the tray.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Okobo, and there's a pick. Here's Nedovic. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both.
On 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot. None can't get it to fall. To the inside. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Slukas, James defending. Here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman, 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. To Korkmaz. We're about 1 minute into the first. James has a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Slukas. James defending. There's Slukas. And there it is for him. About 1.5 minutes through the first quarter. James looking it over. Six on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Here's Papagiannis. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Now, here's Nunn. D right on him. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Osman. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. This is his first trip to the line tonight. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Kalathis. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
For the 3. That one, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Korkmaz. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
James outside. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. James, the pass to Brown. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. Fires it up. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Korkmaz, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The 10-footer. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Here's Calathes, defended by none. Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's Lucas. Drills it from outside. 5 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Calathes, defended by none. Korkmaz passes to Calathes. On the wing, James. Clock at 6. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw drops for James. And so he hits both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Athens moving the ball around. Lucas. James defending. Fires the 3. He can't get that one. Brown outside. Here's Korkmaz. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Okobo in at the shooting guard. Grant gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray. Grant's got the first basket of the second quarter for Athens.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
On Wednesday, then on Sunday.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Athens trails by 6. Brown with it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Grant for 3. Corniche with the rebound. Okobo looking over the floor. Here's the screen to the middle. Here's Corniche. He's defended by Yurtsevin. to Diallo. Fires the three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And here is Athens now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Brown outside. The three. No good on that one. Diallo has the open look. Kept alive. Another shot. Out left to the wing. Pass to Matajunas. Poke loose. It's stolen by Brown. Grant outside. And here is Yurtsevin. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Corniche with the rebound. Corniche has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Athens, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cuts off the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And that one is hammered home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Shot good by Diallo.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
He's guarded by Diallo. There's the pick. It's deflected. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. He's guarded by Diallo. It's hauled in by Diallo.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Diallo's got 8.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Brown outside. Looking to end the run. Out to the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
There's the double team with Grant. Pass to Okobo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Athens trails by 8. Grant for 3. Corniche with the rebound. It's good.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Man, I think for Athens, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the visiting team. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Lucas in at the 2-guard spot. James outside. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Athens trails by 10. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. It's Lucas. They get it again. Pass to Osman. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And for Athens, and it's none in at the 1. There's the pick from deep. James. It's hauled in by Athens. There's the steal. Brown outside. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Lays it up and banks it in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Brown with a screen on none. Coathis passes to Brown. Over Hernan Gomez. From downtown, James, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Athens shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he sinks the second. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Coathis kicks to Brown. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Coathis. 6 to shoot. Here's Korkmaz. It's hauled in by Athens.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Hernan Gomez. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hernan Gomez has got his 2nd basket of the night. Here's Coathis. Now, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
The screen from Brown. Pass to Coathis. Here's Korkmaz. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. The 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz. He's got 5. Coathis passes to Papagiannis. Puts up a deep 3. It doesn't go for him. Athens trails by 6. And he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
The layup off target.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And it's good for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's James. He's covered closely. Down low. Hernan Gomez on him. Down low. Here's James. Yep, that one goes.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Athens.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Intercepted. Pass to none. This one for 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. They lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Papagiannis in at the 5. Rich Saban. Pass to Brown. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The visitors with the ball. He's covered by Brown. Here's Corniche. It's hauled in by Athens.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Grant, right side. Yurtsevin with it, working on Moniunas. A good look from Grant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Moniunas' shot is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Left side, Brown. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Here's a Kobo. Top of the key jumper, no good. And here is Athens now. Grant for 3. Moniunas grabs the miss. Grant's gone 1 of 5 from deep. Inside. Ring shot on the way. Corniche with the rebound. Corniche has got his 6th rebound on the night.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's a Kobo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Athens trails by 4. Now, here's Yurtsevin. And it goes down 2 points.
and that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
He's covered by Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First team foul. At the line for the away team.
The first one falls.
Two shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the drive, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Pass to Cornelius. And here's Diallo. Hits the jumper in space. 1:53 left in the fourth. There's a good screen. Yurtsevin with it, covered by Motiejunas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Panathinaikos' shot is good.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Grant outside. He's guarded by Diallo. No good on the three.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
With the drive, and it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's a Kobo. Pass to Motiejunas. And the jam by Motiejunas.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And Athens calls time here. And it's a completely new group for Athens. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said, we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
A Kobo, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From deep three-point land, the shot will not fall.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Number 26, first personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for the away team.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And Athens calls time here. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
It's good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And a miss there on the triple. Over to the wing from outside the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They swipe it. Here we go. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Out left to the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nunn defends. Takes the three. The rebound by Osman. On offense, here is Athens. Off with the layup. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. That one goes. Count it. He's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. And that one good.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
They set the screen. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And there's the drive. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. The shot's good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez with it. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
A great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Can't hit from in close. Nunn defends. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They now take the lead. He has 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Osman on the wing. The 3 ball. The shot no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Takes a 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Robbed. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. This one for 3. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And another miss by Athens. And here's the fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
The play is under video review under NBA.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Athens up 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Inside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The shot misses. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Grant. The 3 sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And so it's Athens with it. 4-point game. You're 7 a screen. Fires the three. The offensive rebound. Grant outside. Another shot. To the left wing. It's stolen. Let's go with a three. And he buries his first look.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's your 7. They can't stop the run with that one. He's covered by Crvena. Driving inside. Drains the triple. He's got 6.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. It's Brown on the wing, still without a bucket. Grant outside, puts up a 3. And another miss by Athens.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Right wing, beyond the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to your 7. 1:51 left in the half. To the inside. Out to the wing. Here's the 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
And Athens. Calls time here. Athens trails by 18. Brown with it. Down low. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
There's a screen. Brown with the steal. You're at 7. Passes to Grant.
That's all you.
You're at 7. A screen to the paint. Shot clock at 6. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Their offense isn't helping them tonight. Too many missed opportunities.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nedovic. No good on the triple. Athens trails by 16. Here's Grant. Off target at the rim.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
He's covered by your 7. Launches it. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. An easy 2 on the layup. There's 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. With 2 seconds left. No luck on that one. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing.
And we've got the playoff. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hernan Gomez inside. The layup off target. To the left side wing. They set the pick. Drives to the hoop. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Athens trails by 14. And for Athens, Osman, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
To the wing, right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Over to the left wing. Fires in the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Osman on the wing. The three is up. On target from range.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Athens foul call. Sneakers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Get there.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. No good with a layup.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
To the wing on the left. Here's Hernan Gomez. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Out to the right wing. From the arc. The rebound by Osman. Athens trails by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
4-3. They get it back. Outside none. Second chance shot. Into the lane. And it's blocked. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Athens with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Athens.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens trails by 15. Jacks up a three. And another miss by Athens.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
To the left side wing. No good from outside.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And another miss by Athens. Nunn defends. 26 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's going to be a 3-second call. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the shot goes in.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Lucas. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter. To end the drought. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Nedovic to the left wing. Out to the wing. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now. Grant, the pass to Yurtseven. The three is up. That shot off the mark.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Defended by Brown.
They've been struggling to find success from distance here in the second half.
No good on the three. Yurtseven a screen. It's tipped. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Defended by Brown. Brown with the block. And here's Grant from the arc. Doesn't go for him.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
To the right side. Banked it in off the glass.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Athens trails by 11. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And yep, it's good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Three-pointer. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Grant. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Fires from deep. Offensive board. From downtown, pure from three-point range. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Defended by Brown. The dive for the ball. On offense, here is Athens. They're on a 12-4 run to the wing, right side. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Nails it from 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Second team foul.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the take, 3-pointer. Can't hit that one. And so Grant will bring it up for Athens. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Grant. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop. Here's Nedovic. Out left to the wing. A deep 3. No good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.